What's up, everybody? Tyler Boufford here, and I am back with another video. And this one, I actually is going to be very important. I want to discuss with you guys the importance of developing a really true connection with your audience. This has been extremely important for scaling any marketing campaigns that I've done, whether it's for myself or for clients that I've worked with. Now, stay to the end as always, because again, I'm going to drop tons of value, and for you guys to really understand the full picture and the spectrum of what I'm going to talk about, it's going to be important to not miss any pieces because it's ultimately going to flow together. So how did this all kind of come to be? Well, this morning I actually got out of bed and I needed a little bit of extra motivation. So I actually, whenever I scroll through anything on the internet and I find something that piques my interest, I'll save it, I'll archive it, and I'll go back and relook at it for days like today's, where I just need to get the brain juices flowing and get the adrenaline pumping. And one of the articles that popped up is actually one of my favorite. I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but it's about an e-commerce business. I won't name who it is. You guys can easily Google it and figure it out. But it's an e-commerce business that is sold for $16 billion. $16 billion with the B. Yes, that is the actual amount of money that has been acquired for a portion of an e-commerce company. Now, this gets me exciting because A, I'm an e-commerce store owner myself, and B, I work with brand owners and e-commerce store owners from the agency side of things, and we do the digital marketing. So what I really want to kind of talk about is there were some key elements that I noticed in this billion-dollar business that I noticed in the 6, 7, and 8-figure companies that I work with in my agency. And these are tips that you can easily implement today into yours and kind of make a difference and think like a billion-dollar thing. So number one is these guys and girls that have successful businesses, they truly build brands. Now, how do they build a brand? It's twofold. Is they have laser focus on what their mission is. Are they delivering a certain type of product, a service? And ultimately, who is their ideal customer? They know their customers like nobody else's business. They understand who they are, what they're looking at, what their pain points are, and the lifetime value of their customer. They truly understand all of this valuable information that it's going to take and transition into when it comes to doing any paid digital marketing campaigns. It's going to be extremely valuable. Now, the laser focus is actually something I tend to fail with. I'm getting a little bit better, on the agency side of thing. I'm really getting good at just helping e-commerce businesses. We do a little bit. You'll still help other businesses scale, but I'm starting to find my niche in certain e-commerce businesses because, I've had experience in that. I understand what it takes to make these campaigns work. So ultimately myself, I'm starting to get laser focused on my overall goal. Now, that's exactly what this billion-dollar business had. They started on actually selling books and drove that very hard for quite a while, and then they started expanding into different categories. Now, getting back into the actual understanding your customers and why this is so important. When you understand who your customer is, what they look like, what kind of cars they drive, where they live. I know if you guys have watched any of my other videos, I touch on this quite a bit. And it's so extremely important when it comes to this, because once you understand your customer database, who they are, where they are, what they like, their pain points, you can then write creative ads. The copy, you can really, cater to them, speak to them, tug on their heartstrings, pull on their emotions, and just get them to buy. Ultimately, positively influence them on why your product or service is going to be superior than your competition's, or it's going to, solve a problem. So that's why it's extremely important to understand that. Now, I do want to kind of put in a disclosure statement. I see this so many time and time again. People will come to me, they'll have a few dollars allocated, and they want to try, YouTube ads, Facebook ads. They have a small budget. And they think that, they're on, technically they're on like 4th and 1. They need a Hail Mary. They're just going to go for it and hope for the best. They think digital marketing, again, whatever the platform is, they think it's going to be the savior to their company. And, I hate to break it to you, but that's anything but what digital marketing is. Digital marketing is just, it's marketing in a digital medium, but it's a bolt on, and it's it's that 1%. Digital marketing is the 1% of your company that is going to shed light on the 99% of what your company's doing. So if you are doing terrible at the non-marketing, if you don't have operations, if you don't have customer service, if your fulfillment is terrible, if your product quality isn't there, if all of those non-marketing aspects aren't there, your marketing, you can have the best marketing campaign in the world. While yes, you're going to get a spike in traffic for a while, it's going to shine light on that 99% of your business that is not functional. It's not there. It's not stable. You don't have the infrastructure. And I see time and time again, people just think the Facebooks are going to be a quick solution to get them the money and build the longevity that they think. And, I hate to say it, but you're ultimately mistaken. It's not how it works. You need to have the better funded marketing campaign you can have, the better off you're going to be. But you really need to have a solid infrastructure in place. Again, going back to it, you need to understand your customers in and outs. You need to be able to engage with them. You need to influence them. You need to interact with them. You really need to insert yourself into where they are, provide feedback, provide value, and think like them, and ultimately help them. You shouldn't be trying to manipulate, and by no means is anybody manipulating anybody here. I'll see, a lot of, we always see the fake online gurus. They'll do like an infomercial or an info product rather. They're trying to pitch a course or something like that. They got a few dollars. Like, oh, okay, we're going to sell this course. I know what I'm going to do. But they themselves haven't, been in the trenches. They haven't done the blood, sweat, and tears of work of what it takes to build a true, multi-million-dollar info product. And ultimately, they're going to shoot themselves in the foot, because while they might get a little bit money returned on their actual ad spend, they don't have the infrastructure. They don't have the customer service. They don't have the back end to keep the customers in front of them to stay in front of the customers rather, and just kind of build out from there. So I hope you guys like that. And to kind of the takeaway for me to sum up on this video is truly, I can't stress this enough. Understand your customers, your clientele base. Understand what their pain points are. Seriously, get a whiteboard. I've got 2 whiteboards. I got one here, and I've actually got a small one in front of me, which is actually a sticker I got on my laptop. And sit there and develop out a client avatar, a customer avatar, what it is they look like, and then how you can insert yourself and solve a problem, offer a solution. Because at the end of the day, customers and clients are going to keep looking for a solution until that void is filled. Now, if you offer a good business, if you have the infrastructure in place, you can fill that void and build a long-term relationship, and you guys can grow together. Again, whether if you're just looking, a small purchase with, a $39 product, or if you're large, higher ticket items where you sell, 5-6 figures plus a month, whatever the case may be. You want to acquire a customer, nurture them, provide value, and build longevity. That is going to be the key to building a multi-billion-dollar business, along with staying laser focused. So I hope you guys like that. Make sure you like the video and you subscribe to the channel, because as always, you guys know I am dropping tremendous amount of value, because I just want to help you and see you guys grow. We live in a beautiful era where we can work online from our laptops and generate money. So again, smash that like button, hit the subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video.